Whether the structure is advantage or object oriented is having that advantage. When you are writing a lines of code for an inheritance, you can able to understand that. So in the function, what we have done is when you need of anything inside the function, you want to execute all the function line and you want to find out that particular lines of code. In this, when you are using those class, you no need to execute all the class. You can just call the create an object and call the function name inside the class that will be executed separately. So when comparing to the function and the classes will have more advantages to reduce the lines of code and reduce the and it will access the particular lines of code to access in the class what we have described. So the function based apart from the function, the classes will having a more advantages, and function can be used inside the classes also. That will be not a problem. So the class will have an advantages to reduce the lines of code and create the complexity when you are during the error correction will be very easy when we are creating a class in new program. So in the continuation of that, so today we are going to look after the namespace, and this topic will be the shallow and deep copying topic will be very important. So when you are using a tree structure or a graph, this shallow and deep copying will be used there. So now coming to the namespace, and namespace in Python is a collection of currently defined symbolic name along with information about the object that each name references. So it will have whatever you are giving over there, each variable or each content will have one of the references. You can think of namespace as a dictionary in which the key or the object name and the value are the object themselves. So what is meant by dictionary? What is meant by dictionary? So namespace, it is a simple topic. What is name by dictionary actually?
Collection of things.
Collection of things. So in the dictionary, we will have one of the key value, right?
Yes, sir.
So whether we can change the key value inside the dictionary, inside the program.
No.
No, we can assign. We can when the key value has been assigned, the key value cannot be changed. And the key value that we have described. Suppose I am giving that ADS is equal to 1. The ADS is a keyword, and 1 is a key value. So ADS we cannot able to change, but 1 we can able to change. So that is an example of a namespace that is a dictionary that cannot be changed once the object has been already arrived. So the best example in an operating system. So this will be our example. So in this you can understand easily that the operating system which will be consist of, you can see here that I am having some of the content over here. So here I am having this class.txt. So I have already created a class.txt over here. It means that once again same file it will not be created over here because the space has been allotted for the class.txt, right? TLASS. So if suppose I am giving that same reference name for this particular file, then what will happen? It will occur that error the class.txt is already created. You want to change this as class2.txt. So likewise, the error will be happen inside the operating system. So same as like that when you are going with the programming languages, if you have created any variables or object inside the class, same name of a variable can object that cannot be created inside the class. So that is known as the namespace. So in this namespace, you will have a 4 types, that is built-in, global, enclosing, and local. So we will check one by one. I will the short term of example. It will be coming in your 2 marks. So namespace is the collection of currently defined symbolic name along with information about the object that each name has a reference. So if suppose I am giving that, just imagine if suppose I am giving that a is equal to 10. And again, I can't able to create that a is equal to a is equal to 25. Same variable I can't able to create. If suppose I am creating a same value, same variable, then what will happen? If suppose I am printing an a, this value only printed, this value will not be printed. You just imagine that. So I am declaring this a is equal to outside the function of add a is equal to 25, b is equal to 35, b is equal to a plus b. What will be the output now? What will be the output? Okay, we will after discussing we will go there. So this is the four type: built-in, global, enclosing, and local. So built-in function that we already described in your Python application. So built all the built-in function will be available in your Python. So for a CSBS, I have explained this. So all the built-in function is already applicable in the Python. You can see those built-in function using this built-in keywords. So I will tell you this after this. And here you can see this local and the global namespace. So local inside we are not going to if you are declaring any variable inside your function, then that variable is known as a local namespace. If you are declaring any variable outside the function, then that variable will known as the global namespace outside the function or inside the classes. So inside the class you are declaring one of a variable, and a same variable you can declare a value inside the functions also. So inside the class, if you are declaring any variable or value, that will known as the global namespace. And inside the function, if you are declaring any variable or a value, that is known as a local namespace. So if you are using for loop, same variable can be declared. Here we are declare x, here we are declare x, and here we are declare x. But the thing, this x is inside the class, and this x is inside the function, and this x is inside the for loop. So this types of declaration of your variable is known as the local and global variable. You will see another example here. So here, which one is the local global variable? As you can see here that, so I am declaring this a and y outside the function. That means inside the class. Inside the class, I am declaring that a and y variable and giving some of the values. So that function, that variable is known as the global variable. That means global namespace. And here I am giving one of a function. Inside the function, again I am declaring a variable called a. That means an inside the function, and the same inside that particular function I'm using another function also. So in that another function also I'm using the variable called a. So that variable is known as the local variable. And these two functional, based upon these two function, I am using a common variable called a, then that will be known as the enclosing namespace. Are we clear about this? Any doubts? How the variable has been declared and how the variable has going to be used? So that is a concept here. So if you are declaring a variable inside the class, then that will known as the global namespace. If you are declaring a variable inside the function, that means the or nested function, then that is known as the local variable. If you are declaring inside the function, inside the main function, then that will known as the enclosed variable. Any doubts? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So now you can tell me which one is the local variable here. Sorry, which one is a global variable?
A is equal to
A
10.
is
A
equal
is
to
equal to
10.
10.
A is equal to 10 is my global variable. And which one is a local variable?
Define subject.
Define subject. No, so in that the variable that means a local namespace. That is, this is known as the local namespace. That means a is equal to 15. I am given because I have created only one variable called a in the main class in the nested function in the main function. So only a has been created in the main class, nested function, and the main function. So this nested function variable, which will be allotted to a is equal to 15, is called as a local namespace, and this a is equal to 25 is known as the enclosing namespace, right? So which will be printed first? What will be the output now?
Print C.
What will be, sorry, what will be the output for this? Which
60.
which line will be executed first?
Print C.
60, sir.
No. Which line will be executed first? What is your main program? So where the main program is starting here? Yeah, I want to go start with the function. Where the main program is starting.
In the last line.
So this is the definition. This is the function. In this function, I am created a nested function. So this function has been finished here. So the main program will start from this line, that is a is equal to 10. And after that, this will not execute anything. After that, it will go to the print a option. Then the first output will be printed as 10. And again, it will go to the add function. And add function, it will check whether the any other sub function is available or not. Then it will go to the sub function. So any other sub function is available or not, and it will go if you are giving this as a, you are giving sub function as, so sub function is function call is available or not, then it will go to this function. It will take a is equal to 15 and 15 minus 10, then it will print 5, and again it will go to the main function and it will take a plus b, that is 25 plus 35 is equal to 60. So this will be the output. For this program, this will be the output. It will go if you want to call those nested function inside the function, then that only the function will be executed. So can you see here also? It will first test underscore namespace will be executed. It will go to the test underscore name. It will check whether the function call has been inside the class, inside those function. So inner underscore namespace has been inside the function class. So it will go here and it will print of a and y. So here a has been declared as local a and y we have not declared inside this nest function. So it will directly go to the global function and it will print local a and global y. And again it will go to the a function, print a. So again it will go to the a and it will print that enclosing of a. And after completion of this function, it will print that a, that means a global a. Have you understand this? Or I want to repeat it again.
Repeat again, sir.
Yes. So you just imagine that I am creating one class. Inside the class, I am declaring two variables, that is a and y. And again, I am giving one of the function name. Inside the function name, I am giving another nested function. And here the main program is started. That means test underscore namespace is my main program, and it will execute and it will go to the test underscore name program namespace, and it will check whether any function call is available inside those functions. So here the function call is available, that is inner underscore namespace. Then it will go to the inner underscore namespace, and we have declared a is equal to local a. Here what we have declared, a is equal to global a. So here we have declared that a is equal to local a. then we are giving a print A option. That means A is equal, local A will be displayed. So you can see here that local A will be displayed. And again, we are giving print Y, but we have not declare any Y in this inner underscore namespace. We are not declare any Y variable inside the inner underscore namespace. So it will directly go to the global namespace and it will print global of Y. It means print of Y. So again, this function has been completed and it will go to the outer side of the function and the print A option will be available here. For this print A, this is the enclosed variable, that is enclosing of A. This function of local A will be terminated because this function has been terminated. So this A is equal to local A will be terminated and this print A will print the enclosed of A. So this is an output here. And again, this after this print A, this test underscore namespace function is terminated and it will come to the next line of the main function, that is print A. In this print A, the global of A will be displayed here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Or I want to go one more time. Whether it is clear or I want to go one more time.
Clear, sir.
So next example, I will have an idea over here. So which line will be executed? What is the local global variable here? What are the global variables?
X and Y.
So X and Y is a global variable. What is a local variable here?
X is equal to 30.
Local variable.
X is equal to 30.
X is equal to 30. Yes, good. So what is the enclosed variable?
Z is equal to 30.
Z is equal to 30. So which line will be executed first?
X is equal to 10.
No, which line will be executed in the Python compiler? Which line will be executed first?
Print F X.
The outer function. This 18th line will be executed first, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what will happen? It will check whether the outer function is available in this program. Yes, the outer function is available. In this outer function, we are calling one of the function called inner. Then it will go to the inner function, and X is equal to 30. That is the local variable that we have declared, and print. It will print the X value, and here it will print the Z value. What is the Z value? That is an outer variable. It will go to the outer variable and it will print the Z value, and it will print the Y value. Where is the Y value? It was
Global.
in the global variable. The Y value will be there, so it will print the Y value. And here we are using the built-in functions, built-in namespace as a length. So it means it will consider the length of A, B, and C. What is the length of A, B, and C? What is the length of A, B? Yes. Yes. What is the length of A, B, and C?
3, sir.
Yes. So what will be the output now? Print X will be printed. So X for the first output will be 30. And what is the second output?
30.
30. And the third output?
20.
20.
20. And the fourth output?
3.
3. So it means that in this local function, that is a nested function called inner, we not declare any variable called Y or Z. So we are not declare any variable with a value called Y or Z. We have declared the Y variable in the global function inside the class, and we declare the Z values outside those functions. But by using this, we can able to call those enclosed variables and the global variables inside the local variable, and you can execute some of an operation and you can print the result. No need to declare those variable again and again with the same value. If you want the same value, no need to declare the variable again and again. If you are going with a different value, you can initialize the same variable with a different value. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If suppose you need to print that Z is equal to 30, I have declared. If you need to get an output that Z is equal to 40, then you can initialize that Z is equal to 40 below this x is equal to 30. X is equal to 30. In the next line, you can give that z is equal to 40. Then you can run run this program. Then this z value has been changed to 40. If you are using the same variable values in all the lines of code, you can declare those variable outside the function and you can access wherever the variable you needed. If you want to change those values of the variable, you can change these values of the variable inside the function with the same variable name. That's not a problem. Yes. Have you understand? Or I want to go with one more time. So which line will be executed first?
Add, sir.
So add function will be executed. It will go to the function. It will add. And here I am not declaring any values for A and B, right? Yes. Yes. So what will happen is if you are declaring inside the class, it will take that particular A value and B value and it will do an operation. And after going to this add function, it will check whether any other function call has been executed here. Yes, here the function call has been executed. Then it will go to this function and C is equal to, we are not declaring any A value and B value. It means 10 minus 20. So the first output will be minus 10, right? And again, this function has been terminated and it will go to this function and C is equal to A plus B. That means 10 plus 20. So the second output will be 20. So sorry, 30. Here? Yes?
Yes, sir.
And if suppose in the previous example, we have not declared any global variable, we have declared what we will do is we declare that A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 10. Like that, we will declare here and here also we will declare that A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 10. Likewise, we will declare and we will do an operation. So here when we are using those global namespace, no need to declare inside the function. We can declare inside the class, then automatically the variable will be coming inside the function and do the operation. So if suppose you want to change those values, that is A is equal to 10. So you just imagine that here I am using the same function. I need only the same value of A is equal to 10 and A is equal to 20. But here I want to change the value of A alone, not a B. If I want to change the value of A alone, not B. So here I can initialize the same variable name called A and I can give a value called 50. So what will be the output will be changed? The output will be changed as 30 and 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the major thing. This is one of the simple thing you want to understand when you are going with those lines of code. Declaring those variable inside the classes and functions. So this is the concept. So that's why I have declared here. I mentioned that. And in this Python, namespaces are defined as packages, modules, and classes. So we just now we are looking into the classes. We are not enter into the modules and packages and all. Just we are looking into the classes. Inside the classes, how the namespace has been used. So that's why we want to declare in this all the 3 units. The classes will be there, and 4th and 5th unit, the packages and modules will be described. And now coming, so I have any doubts in this? Any doubts? Then we will go with shallow and deep copying. So before going to the shallow and deep copying, what is mean by copying? What is mean by copying?
See and write, sir. Seeing and writing.
One more time.
Seeing and writing, sir.
So in the programming part, what is mean by copying? Seeing and writing, yes. So most probably you came near. So I will give you an example that A is equal to 10, B is equal to A. Print A, print B. What is means?
10 only, sir.
10 means
What
copying A value. B is copying A value, sir.
Yes, B is copying an A value. Yes. So it means we will use those copying by using those equal to operator, right? We are assigning a value for a particular variable, right? So here what I am assigning that I am assigning a value that means a value of 10 to a variable called B. So here I am copying this and printing the same option. The output will be 10 and 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if suppose I am giving an another value called A is equal to 20, print A and print B, what will be the output?
20, sir.
Only one output.
Two outputs, sir.
What is the second output? 20 and
10.
no
20, sir.
20 and 20 because B has been copied over here. Whatever the A value, if you are changing the A value, then automatically the B value will be changed. Right? So I will give you an example here. So with the list, I will give you an example. So what is happening here in this line of code? Are you able to view this? So can you able to view this lines of code?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I am creating a nested list over here. So I am creating a nested list. It means that 1, 2, 3 is the index value of 0, 4, 5, 6 is the index value of 1, and 7, 8, 9 is the index value of 2, right? Yes, the index value will be starting from 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I am giving an index value over here. 0 is 1, 2, 3, and 1 is 4, 5, 6, and 3 is 7, 8, and 9. So here I am creating a nested list called the variable called A. Now I am printing A. What will happen? It will print the list, right? Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here I am assigning the copy operator of equal to, and I am giving a new variable called B, and I am assigning the values of A into the B. Now I am printing B. Same list has been printed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So each and individual, if you are going with the list, each and individual index value, that index value will represent as an ID number in your program. Each and individual index value will be represented as ID number. And if you are going with the nested list, the particular index value, if you are having any n number of list over n number of elements over there, for that particular element also we will have an index value over there, right? So you can see here print ID of A and print ID of B. So it means we are giving an ID for A and ID for B. We are printing an ID for A and ID for B. And print ID of A comma 0. What is A comma 0?
1, 2, 3.
So 1, 2, 3 is an A comma 0. So it means for that particular index value 0, we will represent an ID in Python. So we are seeing that what are the index value that was represented in Python. And once again, what we have done is I have changed this a of 1 comma 2 is equal to 10. What is a of 1 comma 2? So think with the
4, 5,
matrix. 4, 5, 6 is a 1. That means index value 1. And in that index value 1,
2.
2. So it means 0, 1, and 2. I am changing the sixth value, right? I'm changing the value of 6
Yes,
to
sir.
10.
Yes, sir.
I'm changing the value of 6 to 10. Here you can see that I have changed only the value of A. I am not changing the value of B. Now I am printing A and A, print A and print B. What will be the output now? Can you see here? This is an output. So first I am printing the A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same. I have, after copying those to the B, same value has been printed. And I am finding the ID value of particular A and B. So two ID value has been same. And I am finding the particular value of ID of A comma 0. So two ID value has been same. It means that only one space has been allotted with a different variable name called A and B. So whenever we are changing any operation in A, automatically the value will be changed in B also. So this is the normal copying method that we have used in the previous classes and all. It means the same memory has been allotted with two different types of variable called A and B. So here you can see here I have changed A 1 comma 2 is equal to 10 only in the variable called A. I have not touched in the variable called B. So after changing those, I am printing the value that A has been changed to 10. Automatically, if I am printing B, the B value also it will be changed to 10. Clear about this? This is the main thing of copying. Clear?
Sir, if you want to change the 5 number, what we want to represent, sir?
You want to change?
Replace of 5, sir. We want to replace of 5 instead 10, sir.
If you want to replace of 5 in A, right?
Sir, 10, sir.
You want to replace this 5 as 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then you can go with A of 1, 1 and 1. And you can give 10. Now you can see an output. Now you can see an output. Both the variable has been changed to 10. The major concept what I am telling is, once the changes has been made in A, automatically the changes will be made in B also. Right? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
No doubts. Yes. So for this overcoming of this drawback, that is one variable changes happen, same thing, the second variable will also be changed, same thing. For changes of this, for overcoming this, we are going with the shallow and deep copying. So first we will move with the shallow copying, where you want to use those shallow copying. So this will be depends upon your programmer where this copy method, shallow copying method and deep copying method want to be used. That will be depend upon the programmer. Now we will move with the shallow copying. When we are using those shallow copying and deep copying, when you are finalizing that, I am going to use this shallow copying and deep copying inside the program. First thing you want to do is you want to import that copy module in your program. So this import.copy will be available there. Without shallow copying and deep copying, when you are doing a copy operation by this type, you no need to import that import copy module. If you are getting an idea to use those shallow copying and deep copying inside your program, then you want to import this copy module in your program. So now I have declared this A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here I am doing a copy operation. What we have done here, is we have just using those operator equal to, we have copied. So here what we have done is is equal to copy dot copy of A. So this is the command for doing the shallow copying. Copy dot copy of A. So now I am printing A and B, and now I am seeing the ID of A and ID of B. So now we will execute this. So here I am printing an A, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and printing 3 on the same print that has been done there. So now you can see here the ID, right? The different IDs. Yes?
Yes, sir.
You can see the different IDs, right? It means 040 and 552. It means that two things that were stored in the different location. The two things that was stored in the different location. So that is a concept of this copy dot copy of A. And here I am printing ID of A and ID of B. And what is the append function used for?
Adding elements at
Adding
the end.
elements at top.
End of the list. Adding an element in the end of the list. So here I am using an append function for A of append 10, 11, and 12. And I am printing A and B. So here you can see here that in this A only the element has been added, but B the element has not been added, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You can see here this in A the element has been added, but in the B the element has not been added. It means it will not affect or add anything in the copied part, right? Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
And one more twist will be there in the shallow copying. It means here you can see if suppose I am changing A of 1, 1 is equal to 11. Previously, what is the value of 1, 1?
5, sir.
1, 1 is 5. It means this is the 0 and this is the 1. In this 1, this is the 0 and this is the 1. So 1, 1 value is 5. Now I am changing the value of 1, 1 is equal to 11. And now I am printing A and B. And you can see here what has happened. What has happened here? Whether it has been changed in A or B.
In both is a changes.
In both it has been changed. Why? Because this starting whatever we have assigned the value here, whenever you are changing those assigned value, that will automatically change in B also. When you are appending any numbers over here, that will not affect. But when you are giving the starting value, in that starting value, if you are doing any changes in the lines of code, that will affect the value of B also, right? Clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. For overcoming this method, we are going into the deep copy. So the programmer need to understand whether we want to go with the initial copying method or a shallow copying method or a deep copying method. The programmer want to be identified. Based upon the identification, you want to write the code, right? So when you are explaining the deep copy, then you can able to understand easily. Oh, no. For the deep copying, the method will be D is equal to copy dot deep copy of A. So here we have using copy dot copy of A for the shallow copying. Shallow copying in the sense, if you are initializing some of the element, if we can add the element in the list, but if you are rechanging those element, the initialized element, that will be affected for the B value also. So here what we have done is copy dot deep copy of A. Now I am printing A and B. The A will be displayed and the B will be displayed. Now I am changing the value of A of 1, 1 is equal to 25. Then what will happen now? Can you see here that I have changed, I have printed the value of A and B, And again, I have changed that a of 1 comma 1. That means 1 comma 1 is 5. I have changes to 25. And again, I am printing A and B. So this 25 is affected only for A, not for B. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this? The copying methods. So this is one of the things when we are going to use those tag list and queues, this copy method will be used because we want to copy one list to another list and we want to do an operation. So based upon the output, we want to finalize in which method you want to go. When you are going with the normal copying methods, no need to write this, no need to import this copy module. If you are going with the shallow copy or a deep copy, then you want to go with this import module dot copy. Clear? So this is the thing with the different example I have given here. So in the Python, this equal to operator symbol is an object to copy one object from another object. So same example with a different example I have given here. So this copy module want to be done. This copy module want to be done when you are going with the shallow copies and deep copies. So shallow copy, which will be consist of some of an example, that is a copy. We can add an element for a particular variable, but we cannot change the initialized element. If you are changing those initialized element, it will be affect for the both the variables also. That is known as a shallow copying. And deep copying, in the sense you can add an element or we can change those elements in the things. So that is known as the deep copying. Any doubt in this? This too.
No, sir.
No. If you are having any doubts, you stay back and ask your doubts. If you are clear with this, you can give your attendance and you can leave. Meet you in the next class. So I will share this lines of code with you. I will share this lines of code with you. And one more thing, if you are saving this file, if you are saving this Python file in your desktop in the folder, don't give this name as copy. Don't give the file name as copy. If you are giving the file name as copy, we already import a module called copy, then it will not be executed. So give some different name. Don't give the file name as copy. So in case of any doubts, stay back and ask your queries, or else you can give your attendance